What's up YouTube? DJ Beneficial checking in, and I just picked up something recently that I think is really cool and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. So this glowing object behind me is called the Nanoleaf, and it's been out for a little bit now. I've seen some gamers using it in the background of their live stream, but ever since I first saw it, I thought it would look really cool in the background of a DJ live stream. So I decided to pick one up. This one right here is the 9-piece starter kit, but you can also get expansion kits too and go even bigger. You can actually connect a total of 30 Nanoleafs together to one power source, and you can design it however you want, so it can get pretty interesting. But the thing that I think is really the best feature about it, if you haven't noticed yet, it's actually responding to my voice. So it's basically on a default setting where it just picks up on the audio in the room and reacts to it, but there's also an adapter with the headphone jack input. So if you get the right cables, you can actually get a direct signal from your mixer to the Nanoleaf and get the perfect light reactions to the audio in your DJ mix. So I feel like it's something that was really meant for DJs to use, even if that wasn't their original intention. In today's video, I'm going to show you everything that comes in the box when you first get it in the mail. I'm going to show you how to set it up, and we're going to go through the app together as well. So I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about the Nanoleaf in this video today. Before we get into it though, if you could just hit that subscribe button below and turn on the bell for notifications so you stay in the loop with me. In my channel, I like to talk about everything related to DJing, live streaming, nightclub recaps. I do tutorials for videography and video editing. I also like to show what goes on behind the scenes at the radio station that I work for, which is 99.1 KGGI. And I also just like to discuss overall how to succeed as a DJ, how to market yourself, and how to build your brand. So if those are topics that you're interested in, be sure to subscribe. And without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. All right, so first things first, there's the box. And it looks like it just slides right out. It's got a piece of tape here on the side. Cut through that real easily. Cut the tape on the other side so it can slide right out. Pretty tight in there. Let's do it that way. Oh, the sleeve is really tight. All right. So now you got your inside box. And it just opens right up. And here's what you get. Just looks like this plugs in here. And then this plugs in here. So the power strip is a 3-piece cable. And this is the base that the first triangle plugs into. And we got some pamphlets. And we got some computer chippy looking things. And what these are used for is to connect one triangle to the next one. Put that on the side, be very careful. Looks like we got some adhesive strips. And it looks like a piece of a green sticker for whatever reason. And not sure what this is yet, but it looks like it's something that goes on the side here. And we got the light panels. They all got a little piece of wax paper in between them. Probably just to make sure they don't scratch each other. Alrighty. So there you go. Empty box now, make sure, nothing underneath. So you get a bunch of triangles, you get the power cable, you get the strips so you can stick it to your wall, and you get these computer chip things so that they can connect one to the next. First things first, I want to get some power into the first triangle. So let me just go ahead and get this power cord plugged in. Take off all these twisty ties, which is kind of nice because I always like to have extra twisty ties for later. Sometimes you end up needing them for something. A lot of twisty ties. A lot of twisty ties. But that's okay. I'll probably use a couple of them just to take away the excess slack in the line later, so that's okay. Oh, they doubled up right here. All right. Let's get this baby plugged in. And it looks like we got power. And let's just go ahead and plug it into the first one. See what happens. Ooh, right off the bat, we got light. So hitting the next button doesn't do anything right off the bat, but I think it's because you have to program in the app what those lights do and what that button will eventually, hopefully that button will end up doing something for you. So go ahead and just connect a couple of these real quick. Very careful when you're breaking this stuff up, I'm sure, right? Ooh, snaps right off, nice and easy. Felt a little stiff at first, but they actually break off pretty easy. All right, so we got one right here. Let's go ahead and just connect the first light. And it looks like you can go either side. Both sides look the same, so I can't really tell. Oh, look at that, it's changing color now. Oh, you can't really see in the video, but it just turned red. Now it's turning purple, so it's already starting to just change colors on its own. Plug a second one in. Wow, look at that. So we got two colors going now. This already is awesome. That it's already started to change colors and everything. Wow, you just plug it in, they just keep going. I mean, I guess if you've already seen these things online, I guess it is kind of what you would expect. But it's still really cool when you finally get to see one yourself. Look at that. All right, so everything looks good so far. They're working, they're changing color, they're connecting. Now the question is, how do we set them up against the wall? And they come with these adhesive strips, so it looks like it's like a double-sided piece of tape. They don't feel particularly heavy, so I think that should suffice to hold them up. I guess you just put one on the top here. So let's go into the other room and start putting this up on the wall. All right, you guys, so here's my DJ setup, and here is the wall I'm gonna be setting it up on. So I already know coming into this that my first triangle needs to be centered to the mixer and high up enough to where it's visible. I'm gonna go ahead and take down these green screen sheets, and I'm just gonna go and expand up and out from there with the extra triangles. So let's go ahead and get started. Now it looks like they give you enough adhesive strips to have 3 for each triangle, so just need to make sure that that first triangle is positioned the right way. And I already put them on the wrong side. But it doesn't seem to be a big deal. They're curling up a little bit, but it's not so bad. Got the sticky tabs on the right side. Let's go ahead and put this first one up. Sticks right to the wall. You make sure that I'm centered. Perfect. And it sticks. All right, let's get to the next one now. Actually, I would like to see these things start lighting up as I'm putting it together. So let me get the power cable. Continue. Let me just flip all these over so I'm already on the right side. Now when you're putting these on, if you line up the edge of it to the edge on the inside, it actually doesn't expose any of the tab on the other side. So that's how you want to line it up, just like that, right to the edge. And I just realized that on these tabs, one of them says wall sides. You want to make sure that the wall side is the side being stuck to the wall. It's looking very cool. Last one, and you know, I thought because I used one of the stickies to make sure that the command piece actually got connected to the wall, I thought it might be short one, but it looks like they did consider that. They gave me one extra, so I have just enough pieces of adhesive strips, so it all works out. Alright, so that's what you get for 9 pieces. Still a little something to get started with. Now they also do sell expansion packs, and you can actually connect up to 30 of them to one power source. So this is still going to be something that can continue to get even bigger. But I got the 9-piece starter pack for now, so we're just going to get started with that. I'm going to go ahead and download the app so I can show you what it looks like when it changes colors. So let me go ahead and grab that and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is find the QR code inside of your pamphlet. Go ahead and scan that with your QR code reader. If you're an iPhone user, you don't need a QR code reader. All you need is your default camera, which is inherently a QR code reader. Once the tab pops open at the top of your phone, go ahead and click that. That will take you to a website with 2 links, one to the Google Store, the other to the App Store for the Apple products. Depending on what kind of phone you use, you'll click on one or the other. Go ahead and download the app. And once you've done so, go ahead and open the app. Now normally I would like to avoid notifications if possible from any application that I download. However, this is something that I'm going to be using heavily, so I'm going to go ahead and allow notifications. Go ahead and sign in either with your Apple ID, Facebook, or your Google ID, or you can just create an account straight out. And here, when it asks you if you want to enable or disable sync, I would recommend enabling sync. Right here, go ahead and click on My Home. Since I have the triangle panels, I'm going to go ahead and click on the triangle light panels tab. And right here, I didn't realize what it was looking for, but it was actually looking for the number code that's on the front of your pamphlet. So what I would recommend to you is to take a picture of that and save it to your favorites. And also make sure you don't ever throw away your pamphlet, because the number that's on the beginning of that is something that you're going to need if you ever have any issue in the future logging into your account. Right here you can rename what your source is. I just left it at light panels, but you can name it anything that you like. So right here you want to angle your phone to where it looks the exact same way that it's laid out on your wall. Once you've done so, go ahead and click Done. And that takes you to the main screen. To start off, you already have a bunch of different presets already made for you, so go ahead and click on those and see what they do. Now when you're at your default screen, at the top you have several different options to choose from. If you pick the star, that'll take you to your favorites if you have any favorites already saved. If you click on the paint can, those are basically solid colors. The default that it comes with are basically household light settings, but you can actually pick and choose any color that you want. As you can see here, scrolling down, I've already made a preset for every color of the rainbow. As you see up here, you have a dial for brightness settings, and you also have a kill switch. Clicking on the paint palette now, these are multicolor scenes where you can actually pick a bunch of different colors, and it'll just automatically change the colors and animate on its own based on your color setting. The next one is actually my favorite. Click on the music note, and these are all different color scenes that will react to the audio either from the room, or if you have your cable connected, will react directly to the audio you're putting into the Nanoleaf. Over here are different scenes that you can discover, so go in there if you want to download some presets or create your own scenes. Up here at the top you can click the pen if you want to edit something, or you can click the paint can if you want to just basically go to the setting where you can just literally pick a color. They have 3 different ways you can choose it. Now what I like to do here is click on the plus sign, which gives you the ability to create any type of a scene. So go ahead and pick what type of scene you want to create and get creative. Alright, so this is what it looks like at full brightness, and it looks really cool. It looks a little different in person than it does on the camera because it just kind of gets a little washed out on the camera ISO settings, but it looks great. You know, it's bright enough to lighten up a whole room. So if I were to go with just the default white setting, I mean, these could be lights for your living room or really any room of your house if you want to just have something that looks really cool. But I think this is perfect for a DJ setup. I really like it. I think it looks great. I can't wait to get some expansion packs and, you know, just go even further on this design. But this is a great start for now. Between this and the floodlight, I think it's a great look. And I'm probably just going to turn it down a little bit so it's more of an accent light rather than just something that's so hugely bright. So let me go ahead and turn it down a little bit. All right, so this is what it looks like at half brightness, and I think this actually looks a lot better. It's a little bit more of just a mood light. Between that and the floodlight, I got a couple different colors going on, and now you can actually see what the colors are. So this looks great. I can't wait to try this out in my live stream tonight, and I hope you guys think it looks cool too. Alright you guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video, but before you take off, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the bell for notifications. That way you stay in the loop with me and don't miss any future uploads. If you have any other questions or if you think there's anything I didn't cover in today's video, just let me know in the comments and I'll always do the best I can to get an answer for you. And also be sure to let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see me create in the future. I'm very familiar with everything related to DJing, live streaming, radio, music production, video editing, videography, and things like that. So let me know what kind of content you guys would like to see in the future. I hope you guys found the information in today's video to be helpful, and if you did, just smash that like button if you can. Either way, I appreciate you guys coming through and just watching the video and hanging out with me today, and I'll definitely catch up with you guys soon on the next video. Until then, have a good one and be safe. Peace.